Yo, you guys, today is a different video, obviously, but yo, hey guys, so today is in a different scene, as you can see, and yeah, we are talking about today. We are really going to dive deep into mindset shifts, because as a brokey, or should I say, as somebody that is not really successful yet, your mindset has to change before your money can change. You can't be childish and have money. So, and remember, like I always say, you're not other people. You're so different. You don't have money, remember. You have money, so you can't compare yourself to people that have money. And the number one thing that really needs to change about you in your journey of improvement is really your mindset. Your mindset really needs to take a 180, but not really that drastic. I don't believe in drastic changes, but you really need to change who you are to really achieve the self-improvement that you're looking for. The first thing that we have to take into account, because remember, you're at the stage where all you see is failure, 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 and failure. You don't see anything. You don't see success. Anything you do, it almost feels like you're cursed or something. I know how you feel. Remember, I'm feeling it right now. I'm going through the same thing you guys are going through, because we both don't have money at the end of the day. So the first thing that you need to take account is failure. What really is failure, and how you can use it as a tool. The point you're in is where all you face right now is failure, and you need to really change your mindset of failure being really a bad thing. You need to see failure as just learning and something really informative, to change how we see failure as embarrassing, and see it as a step to success. When you view failure as, oh, I failed, now I'm getting closer to the goal, then your mindset really sees everything as a game, as achievement, as okay, you as like a game that you play so much that you kind of get used to it, like this Mario Kart, or some other games. You guys probably know the games. Elden Ring is one of them. You die so much, and then you kind of learn the hard way, and you kind of actually kill the boss. And that's how failure should be looked at. Failure should be seen as success, but with a hoodie. If you get me? Because everything you're going to do at the stage you're in is going to fail. Everything. Trust me, I've done everything, and everything has failed. And things keep failing, and things are still failing. So having the mindset of failure being a stepping stone to success, really, number one, it gives you more morale, and it gives you more ambition to go and to get success, to get the financial freedom that you're trying to get right now. And yeah, it's really at the point you are in, it's really hard to know what you're trying to learn from failure. It's really hard to, like, there are sometimes that you fail and you'll be like, so what is the lesson I really learned from this? After acknowledging that failure is the stepping stone of success, the next thing you're really going to kind of look out for is, what is failure really teaching you? What are you trying to learn from failure? And it's really different for everyone. It's really different based on the goals you want to achieve. But it's kind of general in some sense. Like, the lessons you're going to learn is kind of general, although your goals are different. Lessons can teach you a lot of things. Determination and consistency. Remember, I made this channel to tell you the details. I am going to tell you, okay, all failures, obviously, they have these things that are general to all of us, because consistency, determination, and what have you. But what are the key details that you need to take, and how do you derive derive it? How do you really derive getting an answer from your failure? Let's give an example. Let's say you work hard, you you work so hard, 50 hours, 100 hours on, let's say, an app or something, and you try so much to maybe get money, get funding, and nothing really presents itself, and you lose motivation. That doesn't mean you should continue that goal. Maybe that goal is not really what's meant for you. I don't know. I have an inclination that what's meant for you is going to work, but that doesn't mean you keep changing everything. You just need to understand what is it that is really meant for you, which is kind of like a journey everyone takes by themselves. But you really need to understand who you are, and what is it you want, and what is it you currently have. Because most of the times is not really doing things that you really don't like. It's doing the things that you like that really puts you in positions to do things that you don't like that make more money. I don't like a lot of things. I don't like a lot of things, but I am doing the things that I like right now, and doing the things that you like puts you at an advantage, because of you're not really going to die of motivation, because you like it, like it's what you think is for you. So that's the first step. The first step is find what answer is in that failure that you have. What little answer can you get from it? Maybe you can't really pitch. You have noticed that, oh, your pitching skills are bad. That means you're not really good at speaking. Okay. Your coding skills are bad. Okay, why? You get try and find things that they relate to the reason why you failed, but they're not really attached to the thing the vehicle you were driving, or the vehicle you were using to achieve the goal. Do you get me? So, like pitching, having good pitching skills, or having good articulation can apply to so many things. Do you get? So that's the idea behind finding the answers, is what answer can you get from it that's not tied to the vehicle. Like coding, like I said, you not being good at coding might be a reflection of your discipline. It might not really be a reflection of your inability to not code. Because it might be that, okay, maybe coding is really not just for you, but you really don't have discipline in learning. Okay. Maybe you're not really, how do I say this? You're not really outgoing. You're not really an outgoing person. You're not a friendly person. Your personality is really hunched, really dark. Okay, that maybe that's the reason why you're not approachable. People cannot really approach you, and you cannot really convey the message that you're trying to convey, even though you know what you want to say. Okay, that means you need to change your personality. You need to change how people see you. You need to look into yourself. Okay, that's one answer. Like now, I've said like 3 answers that have been from one thing but can be used for other things. That's really the answer you're trying to look for. Don't look for the answers for the app you're trying to build. Look for the answers that can do without the app. That's how I really see failure in a big school. And second of all, we're going to talk about and second of all, you need to change the way you see the world. The world. You need to change the way you see everything, basically. You need to change the way you see everything, basically. Because when you change your perception of a lot of things, you start having different thinking patterns, or you start having different ways of achieving the same goal. You're not really tied to one way of doing things. So when you really open your horizon, open the way you see everything, you really start seeing and start understanding. And just know that at first you're not going to even understand what you're doing. And that's the one thing, that's the one thing that you guys really need to understand is that the point you're in, there's a lot of things that are not going to make sense. But the moment you have conviction and you know that, this equals this, working hard, discipline, and consistency equals money. But that doesn't mean you should just be doing the same thing that fails and fails and fails continuously. But you need to understand that these things, although it's hard, they equal this. They equal financial freedom. They equal you being able to do anything you really want to do. And having that conviction in that process is key, because you're going to go through so much that's going to derail you. But having that idea in mind is going to build a foundation for success. Right now, it's going to be hard to build the foundation, but just know the foundation is what you need to make it. Then you can persevere and persevere, even though you don't see anything that is happening with the thing. And remember, you need to understand what you're really doing. This is the essence of the consistency that you're living by. Consistency doesn't mean blind discipline. It just means being consistent at the goal, the thing. If you really understand what I'm saying, like you moving from building an app to building a business, maybe like a window business, doesn't mean you're not consistent. It just means you pivoted. You're in the long run, you're actually consistent, but you understood that maybe the app's not for me. Maybe this is for me because maybe I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. I don't know. It's all different for everyone. So what is it you really like? And remember, if you're that type of person that doesn't know what they really like, that they could pursue, because there's some things that you might like that you really can't pursue. Maybe you really like driving, you like racing. How do you monetize that? I don't know. So it's a deep thought that you need to have with yourself on how can I achieve this, and with what vehicle? What can I drive to achieve this thing, without getting tired? Maybe you like racing, but you also like reading. You also you like something. Like even within racing, you can start maybe a tire business. Maybe you get something maybe relating or something like that you like other than that thing. And you might get to a point that you don't really like anything and you have to force yourself. That's your journey. You need to understand that that's your journey. So if you find yourself in a situation where you don't know what to do, and the only thing that you can do is really force yourself to do something, then now think about the thing that you want to force yourself to do. Get the pros and cons, and make sure that you can live with the cons. Forget the pros. Make sure you can live with the cons and with the disadvantages. Maybe it's so that you could be able to, so that you can be able to drive the vehicle well and easy. Remember, everyone's journey is different. Your journey is so different. Your journey is so different. You need to really understand that. You're not going to be the next forex guru or the crypto guru. You're not. You need to accept it now before it's too late. Before you spend so much money on crypto and then you don't even know what to do again. Remember, before it's too late, settle down and do what you know is right. Settle down and think. Remember, subscribe and hit the notification bell. My videos are going to soon change. The way I do my videos are going to change a little bit. But remember, I want to dump so much information right now for you guys. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you in the next one.